How do I keep our hedges tidy? There you go. Oh, there's nowhere to put anything in this thing. Useless digger. There. Twist that. You never knew hedge cutting was so complicated, did you? Oh, hello. You little fun. Hello, welcome back for another video, and a bit of a farmery one this time. We're probably spotted with Hugo at home. At home, darling. And yes, a technical problem, technical issue, which is on our 80 acres. There are quite a few hedges and banks, really awkward, steep banks, and steep, we can put whatever, come and see them. Too steep for a tractor, too steep for a mower, etc. So how do we trim them? Oh, the intrigue. Oh, the intrigue. That's how. There, I've always had a 360 digger. This is the smallest one. Had this for a few years. A 5-tonner preceded, and before that, when we first came here in 07, had a 10-ton digger. That was a Cabelco, and that was a good thing. And we become smaller because in the tracks, etc., the sheer size, the arc that the bigger diggers need, just you can't keep tight, small, nice tracks to wander through the woods with, etc. So anyway, we got this. But here we go. And this, I just tripped. I'm fortunate. It's a hydraulic flail head. I think there's a clue in the name, 105. Well, just over 1 metre wide. And Ferri, I think it's Italian. Wasn't cheap, but a Great Dane can operate it, as you can see, which is, I don't know why he isn't today. Actually, seeing the way he's chewing the hedge up, we don't need this at all. Go on, pull it up, Ayuk. Go on. Right. Before, I was very sceptical about whether this would work or not. I'll do a little plug here because Hulse machinery sales, they're down at Honiton. They were really helpful. This is, I say, a few years ago, and basically said, well, we've never sold one of these before, hence that no one really knew whether it would work or not. And but they couldn't have been more generous. Where they said, well, look, we all think it'll work. Anyway, if it doesn't, we'll have it back. You don't have to pay for it. Now, as that was a special order, yes, respect. And the worry was, has this thing, this EZ28, got enough oomph in the hydraulic department to run it? And the answer is maybe no, not really. But it does just. In fact, normally, if I'm the key to it is it's tricky to track and cut at the same time because it diverts the oil with valves and etc. So really, it would need we should have a bigger digger to handle it, and then it would be boss of it. Although this thing, I am uber impressed with this digger. 3 tons, so it's well, it's not a toy. It's a punchy little bit of kit. Yeah, really well made as well. Just a pleasure to use. And I mentioned banks. And what am I talking about? Well, down on the river banks, the stream banks, and around the farm, there's loads of really steep grassy banks that this thing pretty well plays with. And it's so useful. And areas, and also trimming hedges around the farm as well. So we're keen this morning. Can I see? Can you see behind there? I did that last night or yesterday afternoon. That was quite thick actually, and it took about, what's that, 100 meters, probably took about an hour, which isn't great, but it's done. That's the point. And also in that hour or so, I tidied up the bottom here, just trundled down through. And here we are, we've got to tidy up this morning. So without further ado, there, that was a pan. Well, it was actually a very amateur twist of the camera. Let's do some trimming. Right, setting up all the cameras is yeah, a bit of a game. Never mind. It's all in creative, cinematic. Hope the sound's okay. Sound working? I think the sound's working. And let's we've got a 360 camera that's doing a bit, and I've even got, right, what do we want to do? One problem of small diggers is there's no room, and that was my flask, so we have to, it's really wet or slippery. It's really, the frost's coming out, and everyone's going everywhere. I wanted to show you the view. Right, so you can see, I'm talking here about the drone footage while I'm looking at it. There you can see the beautiful, gosh, hedge cutter of the year job there. And you can see the bit of a mess, it's a bit of a messy hedge, but and then a little bit of showing off with the view. So yeah, it's not too bad, is it? That's looking down to the south coast of Devon. Right, okay. Oh, my coffee mug is definitely in the way. Few revs. And there we go. Wow. So what I find best is just on the trimming is staying sort of stationary, and you just do an area and then move on. So I'll just come in here. God, this is the best commentary you've ever heard, isn't it? But it is, I'm just tidying some bits here. So I'm just looking ahead, and I can just trundle along down the hill and trim some bits. So there's a bit there, that would go in there. Can I reach that bit? Right. On we go. What a beautiful day. It is just idyllic. And this is one of the views that I photographed quite a bit, so you probably understand why. This is one of the places that red deer run through. So there's some proper holes. Got that? Come on. Where's Hughie gone? He's over there behind us, isn't he? Yeah, once you chill out, I mean, the complication of having cameras and drones and what have you everywhere is, yeah, does take a concentration a bit. But if I were just ambling out here, trimming the hedge, it's actually quite a pleasant, sort of therapeutic job. I've got a heater, I've got the radio, which I can't play for copyright reasons. I know, I should have had an artless song. And, well, I will. I'll put some music. You don't want to listen to me rambling on about this all the time, do you? But, I should have had an artless song recorded, played that, and in real time, had that on in the background. I'm just not professional. So it's just a steady, pleasant, sort of tiggle along steadily job. As I say, it in no way competes with a hedge cutter. I mean, it does the same job, but But we can turn the tables, as I said, and if we were to go, I could go down to loads of areas on this farm where you just can't get to with a tractor and hedge trimmer. Now then, the tables are turned a bit. Do you want to do it by hand, or do you want to do it like this? The answer to that one is fairly simple. Then we'll come back for I'll do a tidying trim. Like a trimter. Bit off the top and sides. You'd be a little concerned to have, especially me, trimming your hair with this. Oh dear, I wouldn't, no, that wouldn't be good. Wow, there you go. Oh, there's nowhere to put anything in this thing. Useless digger. Oh, that's better. It's not silly noisy, but it's not quiet either. Yes, I know. Oh, right, hello, yes. Hedge cutting does, can I just adjust the camera a little, maybe? Stay in the shade. Hedge cutting does, of course, involve spilling coffee. Normally it's the keyboard, isn't it? Now what do I do? Come on, cinematic geniuses. Can I balance that there while I put that there? Twist that. You never knew hedge cutting was so complicated, did you? That can balance there. Oh, thread in. Yep. No, we're there. Put that on the floor and forget it. Amongst the three. Happiness. Slurp. Oh, that's nice. Yes, so that is how I trim the hedges here. Well, actually, no, that's its secondary job. And as I mentioned earlier, it's all the banks and stuff. So there'll probably be a sister video, a part 2 of trimming up the prettier bits, where this thing really does do well. And but it is jolly useful being able to do this, as Hugo agrees, sort of. Thanks for watching. Been great to have you along. And let's have some fun in the next video. Cheers. Oh, no, important. Hedge cutting cannot proceed, or indeed continue, without a Belgian chocolate, white chocolate and honey cookie. It's really good too, as well, I'll tell you. God, what a lovely day. Bye. Oh, well, that's the diet gone.